Hola, hola. Let's go ahead and try out the Android 21 and Freaky 21 EZAs. We're going to combine both into one video because they're best suited to run alongside the other. And if we have them separated, the showcase would still be about both because you'd need both of them there to catalyze the other's abilities. So I figure we'll just combine both into one video. We are Android 21. So let's go over what they do. Let me actually switch over here and let's read this. Androids, Majin Power, and Peppy Gals, 170% extra stats plus 30 to those who also belong to Power Absorption, Transformation Boost, and Crossover. Get an extra key plus 1 now because of the EZA. She raises attack for 21 turns, raises defense for 1 turn, causes immense damage with a high chance to stun. Attack and defense plus 210%, all allies key plus 2, launches 2 additional attacks, each of which has a 70% chance of becoming a super. 70% chance to crit, 70% chance to dodge. When there is another demonic power ally attacking in the same turn, damage reduction 21%. When attacking, attack and defense plus 210%. After receiving or dodging an attack, key plus 2 attack plus 210% for 4 turns. After performing 3 attacks in battle, one-time activation disrupts the enemy. One-time activation, damage reduction 21% within the turn. After performing 6 attacks in battle, one-time activation disrupts the enemy. One-time turn, damage reduction plus 21%. So she can get as high as 91% chance to dodge in her base form. She transforms, can be activated when facing only one enemy starting from the 5th turn from the start of battle. Then she becomes transformed good. And she raises attack for 21 turns, greatly raises defense for 1 turn, causes immense damage, and recovers 7% health. All right. Recovers 40% health, 1 time only. So when she transforms, you basically heal. Attack and defense plus 210%, damage reduction 21%, launches 2 additional supers. Damn. Great chance to crit, all allies key plus 2, demonic power, battle of wits, crossover allies, attack and defense plus 21%, recovers 21% HP at the end of the turn. When attacking, key plus 3, attack and defense plus 210%. When receiving an attack, defense plus 210%. When there's another demonic power category ally attacking in the same turn, damage reduction 21%, attack plus 200% when attacking. And then her active can be activated when facing only one enemy starting from the next attacking turn. She massively raises attack temporarily, causes ultimate damage, disables enemy action once within the turn, and gains pseudo critical. So she is a combo machine, and she seems to be a crazy damaging machine, especially when paired up with the Freaky 21. The issue is defense. She gets some defense when receiving an attack, but she surrenders all dodge after base form. All she's got is damage reduction after the fact that really like amplifies her tankiness. So in terms of hit potential, I think the sensible thing to do is to go full dodge, which is what I've already got on the character. Currently my build, I can actually show you right here. Currently my build is max dodge because when I was using her before, that's what I did. And I had 11 crit and I had 6 additional. So we're just gonna run with this and we're gonna see how it goes. Now, before we jump into the action, let me go ahead and check out the Freaky 21 to see what she do. So she is a power absorption 150%. She seems better on paper than the AGL one, but we'll see. Greatly raised attack and defense for 6 turns. Cause supreme damage to the enemy. Activates entrance animation, attack and defense plus 321% and damage reduction plus 21% for 6 turns. Launches an additional super attack for 6 turns. Great chance to launch an additional super attack and high chance to dodge starting from the 7th turn from the character's entry. Key plus 3 attack and defense plus 221%. Damage reduction 21%. High chance to crit. Recovers HP with sweet treats. Demonic power, battle of wits, crossover allies, attack and defense plus 21%. When attacking, attack plus 321%. When receiving an attack, defense plus 221%. One-time activation, damage reduction 21%. When there's another demonic power ally attacking in the same turn. So she can get up to 63% during the first 6 turns. When HP is 60% or less, or when the target enemy is 60% HP or less, guaranteed crit. For every enemy taken out, recovers 40% HP. No active skill. How do you build her? Well, you don't need critical. You have 50% crit in normal situations, and then when it's a lethal situation, you gain guaranteed crit. So it's all about dodge and additional. Out of the two, at the moment, my character is built for max additional, just so I can capitalize the most that I possibly can out of the multiplicative stat buff. And honestly, I think that's probably better just because she's not going to be a slot 1. She's going to be a slot 2 most of the time. So she's a combo character. And that's what I've done. I went 30 additional. I went 10 dodge. We'll see if we have to change it. I think any combination of additionals and dodge will do. Just because dodge counts for less, you might want to put a little bit more into it. So that being said, let's go ahead and jump in. We're going to do the usual. There are two teams that we can run, so I might do a little bit of both here. I am playing it very risky because I'm bringing in some pretty crappy characters with max dodge, of course. And I'm doing this just to give them more synergy if they happen to be on separate turns. So this is what we're doing. We're first starting off with an Arinsu team, which is the max 220%. And then we might just run Android 21 on her own team right here. But for now, let's do this.
Let's do this.
All right, rotations are nice and crispy, kind of. Ugh. All right, well, whatever. Let's just do it. Let's see what we get. Intro time, baby.
Right now, it's snack time.
Dude, it's got that fighter's aesthetic. That was actually kind of jarring. I'm not gonna lie. I was not expecting that. It's weird that she has the intro animation, but the Android 21 does not. Isn't that weird? All right, so in terms of linkage, we got some nice links here. Wait, what? Oh, Big Bad Boss doesn't happen until after she transforms. Ooh. Okay, so for this turn, what are we looking at here? We have the 21% damage reduction. Whoops, that's about it. 70% dodge with the backup 25. So that gives us 77.5% chance to dodge collectively. And we're also getting some extra support from her. So synergy-wise, we looking good. So let's do this. And let's do that. All right, already don't like it. I mean, that right there just solidifies dodge. We are doing a very mid event and we're taking that much damage. That's not good. 33.7 million attack stat to start. 29 million damage on a crit. 35 million attack stat on the second super. 25.2 million damage on that. No crit. 6.5 million on a critical slap. And then we got Freaky 21, 32.5 million attack stat. 21.8 million damage on the crit. Okay. Okay. Oh.
Right then. It's time to set the main plan into motion.
Settle down, lads. Settle down, lads. It'll be okay. Cool it. Chill. Chill. It'll be okay. We'll get through this. Yeah, I'm skipping this turn. All right, so we're on turn 3. We had to restart the fight. What we're doing here is we're mainly just testing how high our attack power can go. The damage isn't going to be very accurate here, but I just want to see how much damage we do. So on this particular run, Freaky 21 has not done anything yet, but Android 21 has dodged, received a couple of hits, and supered 3 times. So now that she's attacked 3 times, she has damage reduction 21%, and she will cancel 1 person. That sounds so weird. She's gonna cancel somebody. Oh man. Okay, please don't die. If she dies, I mean, I'll just time travel again, but please don't die. Just dodge once. Medium chance to dodge. Are you serious, bro? God, you're so flimsy, dude. Huh? Well, there was the canceling. Yeah, so now their numbers are going to start to skyrocket. So when we come back here on the following turn, he's going to be nice. I mean, she can tank. Yeah, watch this. I completely forgot to call out the numbers. Sorry. Yeah, we're gonna lose because Android 21 took way too much damage for no reason. Oh, because we stunned. We're alive. Let's go. Okay. Can y'all help me come back to life, please? So let's do this. And then let's do that. Let's do that. Arinsu, save me. Stunned. Am I doing something wrong, or is she just bad? Like, defensively. I'm suddenly questioning my reading comprehension. Did I read that wrong? I need to know here. 21% damage reduction, 71%. Yeah, it was a 77.5% chance to dodge. She simply failed it, and on that turn, she had 42% damage reduction. Okay, I mean, that's not... Anyone with that little damage reduction would have taken a lot of damage. But yeah, that's just not... That's not good. Like, you need dodge. Like, if she needs to be... Well, you know what, though? No, that's not true. She's not a slot 1. I think that's the important thing. I think, ultimately, the point of that is to say... She's not a slot 1. Android 21 would probably be, even in the base form, a better slot 2. Even with the 70% and then the 21 extra dodge, I think it's just you shouldn't even bother putting her in the slot 1. So that's just a 2-0. But that's just more so a showcase L, because we also stress test in the slot 1. So lesson learned. Arinsu would be a much more appropriate fit in the slot 1. Now this turn, have we launched enough attacks? Yes, we have. We have launched 6 attacks. So now we've got 91% chance to dodge. So let's see what that does for us. We have 91% chance to dodge plus my 25, which means that is basically like a 94% chance to dodge. All right. Again, we're not looking at the damage output. We're looking at the attack values. We will die at the end of the turn, which I don't like. So, you know what I should do? Let's do this. Wait, no. I want to show off the... Yeah, you know what? Whatever. It's fine. We're going to die. Fine. Actually... Oh, wait. Time traveling is the best. All right, so I'm going to have them both actually just go after the Rosé. Why are we going after Zamasu? That's stupid. So let's do that. Let's do that. And yeah, this team, do not try this at home. Bringing her is a bad idea. I'm doing this just so we can have peak conditions for the Android 21s. Do not try this at home. This is stupid. 93% chance to dodge. Thank you. 93% chance to dodge. Are you kidding? All right, 33 million attack stat. This is the first appearance from these two. We're just basically doing a soft reset here. 7 million damage. Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay. This is our 5th attack. And this is our 6th attack. 34.6 million attack stat. All right, she stuns and cancels. Araku. Don't get it twisted. After this first run, this first preliminary run, we're going to be putting them in their natural positions, which is slot 2. Synergy-wise, it's going to be questionable because Arinsu needs to be the slot 1 in order to do that. But, I mean, it's still going to be way better than what we're seeing right now, right? Having to put 21 in slot 1 is just driving me insane. I hate it. I don't feel so good. Look at that. Arinsu doing cleanup. You know, the disappointing thing here is that Android 21 is a crossover leader. You know what else is crossover? Heroes. Oh, what is this? Oh! Oh yeah, this is where she got the name Freaky 21. So that shot right there. Yeah, so we're gonna skip this turn and we're just gonna jump straight into the next one. You know, we could have actually seen that because Arinsu did everything. All right, so here we go. We have 91% oh. Wait, we actually... You know what? I'm gonna put you slot 1, and I'm gonna transform you. All right. Let's.
I don't want them to get hurt.
All right, change of plans. You already know what happens when a 91% dodge fails. We don't need to see that again because I'm pretty sure I'm going to punch a hole in my computer. So we're just going to do this. Now we've got peak synergy basically across the board. This is very nice. So we got Freaky 21 slot 1. We got Good 21 slot 2. And then we got the other Good 21 slot 3. In this transformed state, she's got 42% damage reduction. And she is providing attack and defense plus 21% for everybody. Are we getting any support with this one? We are. Attack and defense plus 30% for everybody. And then Freaky 21 is giving us even more. So we got great synergy. It's about to be clean. It's about to be nice. All right, here we go. Just don't super slot one. Oh, wow. Really? You dodge? 10%? Okay. 47.7 million attack stat for Freaky 21. 12 million damage, no crit. 50.8 million attack stat, 24.5 on a crit. 54 million attack stat, 13.8 on a non-crit. 57.3 million attack stat on Transformed Dokkan Festival AGL 21. 27 million damage on the crit. 59.3 million attack stat on the follow-up, 28 million damage on the crit. 61.3 million attack stat on the follow-up, 30 million damage on the crit. And 2.6 million on the slap afterwards, non-crit. So that's pretty much the gist right there. But now we're gonna make this far more bearable, and all right, we're taking on Bio Broly, the obligatory stress test. The idea here is to run the Android 21 in the slot 2, but it seems like Dokkan has other plans. So let's just go ahead and ruin her image just a little bit more before we repair it. This is why PR companies exist. You make a horrible first impression and then you hire a PR company to fix everything. That's exactly what we're about to do. 77.3% chance to dodge. Oh, 77.5, I mean. Dodge this, girl. Oh my God, okay. All right. Yo, what? Okay, all right. 17.4 million attack stat. You're just gonna have to accept that synergy is not going to be in Android 21's future. It's just not gonna happen. Because if you're trying to run her with all of her best Link buddies, you're gonna have a miserable time. The teams just suck. The only thing that you can do is maybe have one of the 21s be a regular rotation, have the other one float off. My recommendation would be like have physical Freaky 21 float off. We have everybody that we need on this team. We have 2 siblings bond characters. That's Android 18 and this dude. We have all extreme characters that we need. So Arinsu will be able to lead and do quite well. Ah, crap, I forgot.
Right then, it's time to set the main plan.
She sounds like Emma Frost. Is it the same voice actor? I keep expecting her to scream, "Kneel, peasants!" You know what's funny? She does have good damage reduction. She's basically a Vanguard. She's basically a tank. All right. So we started off with a pretty unfortunate rotation. But eventually... Uh-oh. You know what? Will she survive this? She should be fine. Let's do this. Let's do this. Ultimately, we're going to have the 21s on each rotation. And we'll have Arinsu accompany them. That is the best way to have them both do well. Yeah, she's good. Wait, what? That's so random. Why did the first one do double digits, the second one do 17,000, and then the third one do double digits again? Did anybody else notice that? Or was that just me?
Right now it's snap.
That was weird. No, I gotta, yeah, I gotta. What's our dodge here? We have 75% dodge with a backup 26. They both pretty much have about the same. Actually, Android 18 has a little bit more dodge. But you know what though? She's attacked 3 times. Oh, wait. After performing 3 attacks. So I think she's already used this up. So yeah, I gotta do this. Or you know what? Just to be safe. Nah, dude, I just don't trust it. Fear me strength, please. Be gentle. Come on. Dodge. Dodge. Right. That's cool. Nice. One more. One more. Yes! Actually, wait. One more. I lied. One more. One more. One more. Just one more. All right. Now we're good. Both the Rinsus will be in slot 1. We are secure. When we come back, this Android 21 will be able to transform. That's the 5th attack. This is the 6th attack. So she cancels, and now she has extra dodge for the turn. So this one attack, she'll dodge it. Yeah. I mean, that was good, but it also kind of stinks because the way that her combos and stuff work, you kind of might accidentally exhaust some of those abilities earlier than you want, you know? Like right there, I would have liked to have seen the damage reduction combined with maybe like a Whis just to see how much damage she could tank. All right, let's go ahead and do this. And then we'll do this. And then we'll do this. All right. I like how when the dodge happens, it's not a Rinsu that dodges, it's the Majin boys. I hope there's plenty of fight left so that the Android 21 can actually go off a little bit. Uh-oh. That's an 83 million attack stat. Uh-oh. Easy. Thank you. Nice. Another 83 million. Easy. All right. Time to transform.
I don't want them to get hurt.
Trust me, they're not getting hurt. It's you we're worried about. All right, so Rinsu again, go off. Okay. And then this is what we'll do. In terms of links, we do have the Brainiacs links. Brainiacs link. We do have Android Assault courtesy of the 18, which gives us some defense. And we also got Battlefield Devo, which gives us extra dodge, 5% extra dodge. All right, let's do that. And let's do that. The fact that he's healing in slot 2, is that happen? Does that only happen on the turns where he doesn't? All right, do me a favor, don't get an additional here. Take it easy. Thank you. All right, 34 million attack stat. Here we go. By the way, this animation is awesome. Oh my God, she's doing the Wolverine Cyclops team up. 22 million damage on a crit. 35 million attacks on the follow-up, 22.9 million damage on a crit. 36.2 million attacks on the follow-up, 23.2 million damage on a crit. Not a whole lot of damage. We haven't really seen 21 actually make contact with, or Bio Broly make contact with 21. So that's probably for the best, honestly. I don't think we would survive it at this point. Oh, wow. All right. Good job, 18. All right, we'll get to see one more, hopefully, with Freaky 21. Although, I don't... this is turn 6, by the way. Is this her last turn? Oh, no, she's got 2 more turns. Okay. Wow, actually. You know what? We'll definitely see... Freaky 21 here, because Rinsu... Is Rinsu gonna die? There's no way. There's no way. Dodge, please. Thank you. You gonna dodge this? Or, okay. Launch an additional? All right. And because there's no crit, this is actually perfect scenario because now she's gonna launch more. She's gonna get more dodge. That's so good. Perfect. 90 dodge. We're good. And we're good. All right, get him, girl. Freaky 21, 35.5 million attack stat. 22.7 on a crit. 37.7 million attack stat, 24.3 on a crit. 39.9 million attack stat, 26 million on a crit. The damage output has definitely reduced quite a bit because they're not linked up together. But this is ideally how you want to structure it. A Rinsu slot 1, 21 slot 2, and then whatever else you want, slot 3. Stress test wise, kind of nullified because we don't actually see either of them get hit, but I don't want it. I don't want them to get hit. They're not, Android 21 can't handle it. All right, let's have these fellas take on UI Royal Blue in the 11th anniversary special battle. Cool new addition, the Xeno Trunks provides some nice extra statage for everybody. So threw them on instead of Mamba. All right, so this is sort of what I was suggesting. You could have the physical Freaky 21 kind of float off, and this is probably a good idea for this turn anyway. So we're gonna have a Rinsu Dur Thang first. So we'll have him go after Ooh-Ah. Then we'll have 21 go after Ooh-Ah as well. And then we'll have Freaky 21 go after Ooh-Ah. How much damage we doing? By the way, in case you were curious, in terms of 200% leader skills, the only ones that go above and beyond 200% are Rinsu and Pansy. Everybody else would be like Hachiak Goku, Goma, those types. 18 million attack stat. 12.5 million damage on a crit. 18.8, 13 million damage on a crit. 19.6, 13.5 million damage on a crit. And now we cancel. Oh, we don't. Wait, what? Wait, we did. Why didn't it show it? Oh, I must have missed it. It might have happened before. All right, so Freaky 21, 11.9 million damage, no crit. 31 million attacks on the follow-up, 13.1 million damage, no crit. And 6 million damage on a critical slap. Nice tanking. Okay. So far, I like Freaky 21 more. She is simpler and she is more tanky and more effective in endgame events. But so far, we haven't done an event that goes beyond 6 turns, so there is that. All right, let's do that. And then let's do that. And then let's do that. Unironically, this is turning into an Rinsu showcase, which is kind of sad. But not every character has to be a slot 1. God, you know? Like, if every character worked the same, if every character was invincible slot 1, every character could do insane damage slot 2 without any sort of variation, this game would just get boring. So I know y'all are gonna say Android 21 sucks. Android 21's mid. I am not a shill. I am not sponsored by Dokkan. All right, for all you dummies who are about to say that. So far, I don't mind it. And I think the main reason why I don't mind it is because I am probably never going to run teams with Android 21 as the lead. Just being honest. She's kind of just a seat filler. But more importantly, she is a nice piece to include on an Rinsu-led team, which works for me. Now, if we had maybe like heroes out here, then maybe I'd be a little bit more upset, but it's just not bothering me as much. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's do this. How many attacks have we launched now? We've launched 4 attacks. So we could, if we launch enough, we could get enough of a dodge. Actually, no, he's only going to attack in slot 3. Never mind. That sucks. I don't think we're going to see a super attack in slot 2. But Android 21 should dodge whatever happens in slot 2. Because she'll have 92 plus dodge. 91 plus dodge. You know what we should do? We should do one more fight and we should just run double 21s. I think we should. Because she is the leader. We should do that. This fight's gonna go pretty quick. UI's dead. Yep. UI's dead. 24.6 million attack stat for 21. $15.6 million damage on a crit. 25.5, 8.5 million damage non-crit. And 0 damage on a critical slap. We love to see it. This guy's setting up for next turn for the other characters. That's why we're running him. Nice extra attack juice. All right. Arinsu does not get any links with Freaky 21, which definitely hurts her. If you are running a max additional build, it will hurt a little bit less, but definitely you're seeing some synergy problems. So I think optimal setup is to run her slot 3. Just have her be a floater. She's gonna have to be a floater anyway after 6 turns because she's far less effective. So yeah, keep her in slot 3 so that it doesn't ruin Arinsu's mojo. I'm getting a lot of mileage out of that 30 additional on this Arinsu, let me tell you. Get some combos. Yeah. All right, Freaky 21, 28.8 into 24.4 crit. 30.6 into 20.7 no crit. And 10.7 million on a critical slap. Oh, is this gonna hurt? Hold up. How much tanking we got? Like 42%. Whoa, that's actually pretty good. 122,000 damage. And Royal Blue's taking a beating already. He's taking a lot of hits. That's pretty good. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. We're gonna heal up 40%, so we're back to full health. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna put her in slot 2, actually. If we win, we win. But if we don't, I just kind of want to stress test and get an idea. I know I'm setting her up for failure here, but I just want to see if she happens to not kill with 42% damage reduction and 2 links, what the damage would look like. I'm just curious. Let's do this. Let's do that. And let's do that. Nice dodge. Oh, good. No additionals. I was a little worried. Ooh, how much are we going to do here? Nice. All right. 31.4. 31.4 million into 20 million damage on a crit. 32.5 million into 20.1 million damage on a crit. 33.6 million into 20.8 million damage on a crit. And she disabled. I forgot. I freaking forgot. Now, you know what? Did she have... How much damage reduction did she have? Oh, you know what? I think... What turn is this? This is her 6th turn. So she did not have that 21%. We actually used that up. She only had 42% damage reduction when she ate that attack. Yeah. Because this was before. So at 42% damage reduction, that was pretty impressive. Okay, you know what? One final stress test. This is a terrible idea, but we already know we were going to win this. So let's do this. How much damage are we going to do here? Really? Uh-huh. Don't dodge 10%, please. Thank you. All right, how much are we taking here? Are we dead? This is GG. Anybody would have died there. Come on. I take it back. We're not doing anything else. So I gotta say, they're not exactly the fanciest characters. Well, I don't want to say they. I actually think physical Freaky 21 is pretty good. She functions a lot better than the Android 21 does. It takes, I mean, 5 turns seems like it's not that bad, but it does take a while. And getting to the point that when you transform, you get some nice damage out of her. She does feel like physical Super EZA cooler in that she's just a combo machine who's sort of underappreciated when she releases, but she doesn't do what you would expect for like a Dokkan Festival leader to be doing. And this is also probably going to be partly because of Arinsu's release. Anything after Arinsu was going to be disappointing. She is definitely not, she's not a leader. Like in terms of her team building, it's actually pretty rough building a team with her as the lead. But then on top of that, as her being the lead on the team, you would think she would do more damage and is overall more capable. Her damage is kind of average to me. So in terms of hit potential, I 100% stick with the dodge build. I do think that she is going to need dodge more often than not, even after the fact, because the damage reduction is kind of bare when you're in your base form. You have some dodge, but that only happens after you perform 6 attacks, and that's once for 1 turn. And then when you transform to the Android 21, then you will get a little bit more tanky, but you'll lose the dodge. So I think dodge would be a good idea. I also think part of what's going to make her more appreciated is long-term fights. Long-term fight, like honestly, Festival of Battles, I think will be the best place to see her shine, because we never really got to see 21 turns of raising attack. For all intents and purposes, on these short form fights, that's basically like a permastack. But during Festival of Battles, you know, she's gonna peak after 21 turns. But if you keep at it, I think she could do some pretty good damage. It might be worth running Festival of Battles to see that. So we might do that in a separate video. But for right now, yeah, I mean, she's okay. I know people are gonna say she sucks. Now, in terms of this team, I was gonna run one more event, but Toa is banned on like every event because she's a nuking character. This was the team that I was gonna run. So you'd have 21, 21. You got Mira, because Mira needs crossover characters. Both of these characters are crossover, plus Toa. And then I threw in some support with Chilai, which is a partial support. And then I brought in Buhan. I don't know. There's just not too many good characters to throw on this team yet. So yeah, kind of disappointing. I think the most disappointing thing about her is her team building. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Oh wait, sorry. I also meant to say, I stick with this. Max additional, the rest dodge. She's not going to be a slot 1 unit. She's going to be a slot 2, slot 3. So I'm going to keep it with that. I'm going to throw some stat buffing equips in here just to make them a little bit more durable. But otherwise, I stand by these. Critical, I would definitely change though. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like down below. Leave in the comments your thoughts on the Android 21 EZAs. Besides the word suck, describe them. Oh boy, should be fun. How would you build them? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned and remember to Dokkan responsibly.